Welcome back, everyone, to Unscripted. Today, I've got a mate of mine who leads from the front every single time he plays. He's my former teammate and captain of the Rabbitohs, a Blues and Kangaroo star, and one of the most respected players in the game. And of course, he's one of the best sorts in rugby league. Cameron, me mate. How are you, brother?
I'm good, man. I'm good. How you going?
I'm very good. Hey, you don't really have your phone on you at all times, do you?
What?
You don't have your phone on you at all times, do you?
Oh, no, I'm pretty hard to get a hold of.
What are you doing?
Yeah, sorry.
I just want to know what's going on with that.
I'm bad at replying. I am bad at replying. Apologies.
That's okay.
And, love-hate relationship with this type of thing, I would say, as well. So always a little bit hesitant to come on podcasts and stuff like that. But my mate Sauce, I couldn't say no eventually. So I'm here. I'm here.
Thank you, brother. Thank you. You know, it's actually quite refreshing you say that, like, you kind of not the best at replying. I know you don't do it on purpose, but do you do this on purpose? Like, you just kind of put your phone to the side and try and be present?
Well, funny you say that because obviously in the off season now, I'm a bit lost. You know how it is after the hecticness of the season finishes. You always feel a bit lost. And the last 2 weeks, like, I just spend way too much time on my phone. And like, I'm a dad now too. I want to be present for my daughter, and always a bit anxious about what's coming next. And so I've just given myself like 2 afternoons a week on social media, and the rest I've just deleted it. Yeah. So I'm sussing it out a bit, just always trying to keep myself on my toes and stay present and get myself away from that world. And I feel heaps happier because like, I'm just not always looking for that quick dopamine hit on Instagram or that type of thing. And I'm not comparing myself to others. It's actually quite refreshing. So we'll see how long it lasts. But yeah, I do try to, in the moments where I think are important, like being a dad, being a good mate and stuff like that, do try to sort of separate myself from it.
What else have you been doing? I know you got your hands busy. For everyone else out there,
what have I been doing? Lots of dad life. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, just dad life at the moment. Silver lining of this year, obviously not playing much footy. Spent a lot of time with my daughter, which has been really nice. Building a really nice relationship with her, and spending the moments that you won't get back with her, and trying to be as involved in her life. It's been really nice. So yeah, that's been taking up most of my time. So nothing overly exciting to report there.
What do you like watching from the sideline?
My team?
Just in general, like, obviously not being able to contribute. Like, how do you deal with that?
It's been hard for sure. This year, it actually hasn't been as hard as I probably would have thought, because the boys have just been working their ass off. They've been fighting so hard, and they made me so proud this year. You know, regardless of results or anything, that they always had a fighting chance every game they played. So it was easy to watch there because I was just so proud of them, and I just wanted to get back. I just wanted to get back as soon as I could, because I wanted to be out there, because I know what it feels like when you fight hard and you get the win. So there was a lot of moments there where I was celebrating with the boys in the sheds, but it just didn't quite feel right. Like, it didn't quite scratch that itch because I wasn't a part of it. And so I just wanted to get back as soon as I could.
Did you see that?
It's coming around.
There is a fly flying and buzzing around that's been absolutely jabbed with gear. Can someone kill this bloody thing? Where is it? Is it gone now?
Everywhere's black. I can't see anything.
Okay, well, let's just keep going. Right. During the time off, I know you're pretty diligent and you're the ultimate professional. You obviously want to be out there contributing and doing what you love, but what did you do on the sideline that actually helped you grow as a player?
As a player? It's going to be hard.
Cut. This fly, bro. Brother, it's fucking doing my head in. I'm going to...
You got to put the lights on to find it.
This is Unscripted. Where is it?
It's up there.
Fuck off.
It's the first time we've had a flying. How fucking annoying. And I haven't done anything.
I wonder what that omen is.
Ooh. The omen is, this is going to be a great show. I take positives out of everything in life, Cameron.
Glass half full.
Yeah, I'm a glass half full kind of guy.
Yeah.
You? Do we need to cut back in, or we're just going to keep rolling?
Keep rolling.
Yeah, I agree. Let's just keep rolling.
Yeah, I like to think of myself I feel like I slip sometimes into the negative, but try to see life on the positive side of things.
100.
Yeah.
Back to what I was saying.
Yeah.
What did you do on the sidelines while you were out injured to help you grow as a player and a person?
Well, I was pretty detached from the playing group for a lot of the year, particularly at the start, because I was in and out of hospital in a cast. I couldn't walk or anything. I couldn't put any pressure on it. So I think the emotion and the pressure of winning and losing wasn't really there for me. And so I was able to deep dive a little bit into other aspects that I probably haven't been the best at over the last couple of years, and I haven't been the best at it because I had so much else to worry about. And I think it's just my general growth as a leader, and being invested in things I need to be invested in. And so I tried to be pretty consistent with like our leadership catch-ups. I tried to give outside perspectives to the boys. I tried to really support them as much as I could. And so I think I grew a little bit in that area. What else?
Did you find like being detached from the group not affected the team, but like because you're the captain, you have a strong presence, like you kind of need to contribute somewhere?
Yeah.
Like, was that hard to do?
Yeah, it was. And I felt that pressure earlier on because I just didn't know how I was going to do that.
Yeah.
And I felt like apart from getting injured in the first place, that I was letting my teammates down, not being as present as I needed to be. But then I kind of figured out that if I'm just who I am, you know, when I'm on the field or, you know, when I'm rubbing shoulders with the boys out there, when I'm just in and around it, if I'm just how I am there, but in a rehab sense, then it's the next best thing. It's as much as I can do.
Yeah.
And so every time I turned up to the gym, I was working hard, and I wanted the boys to see me working hard. I wanted them to know that I was doing everything I could to be out there.
Yeah.
And so I think in an indirect way, I was still trying to be who I was and be the leader that I've always been, without being out there on the field. And so I made sure that whenever anyone saw me in the gym, I was working hard, or I was putting in overtime with the physios or my recovery and saunas and all that type of thing. And I made sure I got to every game that I physically could get to. I made sure that I was there in the highs and the lows as well, the ones that I could get to. And so little subtleties like that, I think, whether I did it perfectly or not, I'm not sure, but that's how I saw I could contribute best in the state that I was in.
How did you do your Achilles? How did that happen?
So I was retreating into the defensive line. I just did a kick chase and I was retreating into the defensive line, and I just went to bounce off it, and I probably overextended back to get my foot behind the ref and went to bounce off it a little bit too aggressively, and it just went. Yeah, it was pretty it was a weird moment, but yeah.
They say it feels like someone's kicked you from behind. Is that what it felt like?
Yeah, so I look back because that's what I thought. I thought the fullback was tracking behind us and just kicked my leg or something, because that's what it felt like, and that's what it sounded like too. It sounded like when you kick your boot.
Really?
Yeah, that's what it sounded like. And I look back and no one was there.
I remember this. I think it was in 21 preseason. I think it was it Brock that did his Achilles at training? I think it was actually my first training session.
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
I didn't see it. No, I didn't see it.
I heard it.
You heard it?
I was on the sideline.
Yeah.
Obviously, and similar mechanism to you.
Yeah.
Went to push off the line, and then I heard like a big snap, like that.
It's like a thud.
Yeah.
It's like a thud.
Yeah. And I was like, what was that? And then when he dropped, I'm like, there was no one around him.
Yeah.
And I didn't understand at that time. And
it's a bit scary. Yeah. AJ did it in a game too, and we all heard it. We all look back.
Yeah.
It's just it's a bit one of those just freaky injuries that you just never want to see happen, but unfortunately they happen, so it is what it is.
What was the recovery for that?
So 12 weeks in like a boot or a cast, or probably about 6 weeks in a cast. The regular recovery is 6 weeks in a cast, and then you slowly start to weight bear and bring the angle of your toe back to neutral over the second 6 week period until you get the boot off at 12 weeks. But unfortunately, I got a infection in it and went back in. Yeah. Fuck. And I went back into the hospital at around 5-6 weeks post the first surgery and got a clean out. And so I was probably extended that whole process by about 2 or 3 weeks. And so luckily, infection didn't come back. Everything was sort of on the right track after that. And then, probably about 12 or 13 weeks, got out of the boot, walking around. And then, it's just a slow grind from there. You're just working at it every day and just trying to get slow little wins every day, but it's a slow process.
So they just reattach it? Like there's no grafts?
Yeah, they retouch it, yeah.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, they retouch it. It's because when it snaps, it just snaps into all different, like, I don't know what you call them, like... like different fibers. And so all they do is they just attach it and stitch it back up.
Modern medicine, man. That's crazy. I remember when I came to Souths at Heffron, and when I saw you, when you were doing the blood runs, the up and backs and stuff like on the sideline, I think that was round 22, round 23, something like that, right?
Yep.
I thought there was no chance like you were going to make a return this season because I thought you were still like premature in your rehab.
Yeah.
Why did you want to return for the last game of the season where there was nothing really to play for?
Well, yeah, like I said before, I'd seen the boys working every week, fighting as hard as they could, and we had a silly amount of injuries and silly amount of our salary cap on the sidelines, and anyone who got the opportunity to turned up and just gave it a crack and gave it their best, and a lot of our young boys stepped up. A lot of the boys that were probably there prematurely before, they're probably ready, but they just gave it a crack. And a lot of the senior boys going hard, Jai Gray out the back just doing what he does. Lockie Hubner there too that I just wanted to play with. He was, he was incredible for us. And then we had Cheese, a mid-season transfer who came and just started training the house down and really lifted the intensity, I think, at training and the way that we play as well. And so I just wanted to be out there. All I wanted to do, my goal from the start of when I did this was to be back out there with the boys playing, getting that feeling again, because that nothing really replaces that. So I can understand why people probably don't really understand why I went out there. There wasn't much to play for, on paper, but for me there was plenty to play for, and I care about all my teammates, and I wanted them to know that I was fighting hard, and that on paper I wasn't coming back for anything in particular. I was just coming back just to be out there with them. So
solely your decision? Was coach, like Wayne, medical team, a bit hesitant to play her?
The medical team were pretty hesitant.
Wow.
But Wayne trusted me, and I'm really happy that I had that I've got that relationship with him, and that he put his trust in me, and he just said, whenever you say that you're ready to go, then you can play. And so I'm very grateful to have that relationship with him, and that he trusts me like that. So we ended up getting there, which is good. You
mentioned a few teammates that you played with. You said Cheese as well. How's he doing? He's obviously been in the headlines for quite a bit in the last couple of weeks. Is he going all right?
Yeah, I haven't seen him for a couple of days, and I should probably check in again. But I think he's doing all right. I hope he's doing all right. But the good thing about our club is that everyone cares about you, and I'm sure he's been feeling that support from his teammates and different people at the club at different moments. And so my love and support behind him, because I know what he's going through will be pretty tough. Man.
He's the type of character as well that you wouldn't know he's struggling, because like he's such a larrikin and he's so upbeat. He's got mad energy, and like it's actually quite dangerous in a way as well, because like when is he going to have an off day? Like when do you know he's actually really struggling deep inside? Like I actually feel for him. Like I know maybe it was a silly thing to do, and like it wasn't the biggest crime of the century, let's face it. And I personally think it's been blown out of proportion quite a bit, but man, I hope it gets all resolved soon and everyone can just move on. Like obviously we saw what the Roosters did with Victor Radley. Jeez, like come on, brother. Like what was it, 30 grand? Well, how much was it? 30? Can we just fact check that? I know it was like 10 games.
Yeah, it was like unpaid as well, so I'm not sure.
But like not proven. Wasn't proven. It was just a text message.
Yeah, I know.
Could have been any. I think it was a bit fucking harsh. But I think as well, like a bit of that. 30K. Jesus Christ. I think it was in comparison. It was in comparison to Ezra Mam's punishment. But anyway, long story short, we hope he's okay, and we hope it gets resolved soon.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, moving on from that, talking footy. Did you watch the games on the weekend?
I know I didn't.
What? Really? You don't watch footy?
I don't watch a lot of it. I struggle to watch it when our team isn't going very well. I feel it sort of consumes a lot of my mental load, just trying to figure out how to play well. And so, look, I know I'm not playing. I know we're not even in the finals, but yeah, I don't know. I just find it hard to sit down and watch the footy. So I check the results, see some highlights here and there, but yeah, I find it hard to watch footy when we're not going very well. So
All right, stuff with every other team. Let's just put the microscope on.
we can talk about it if you want.
No. There's no point because you didn't watch it.
I know what happened.
Yeah, it was
Tell me then. Tell me. You tell me. Who do you think's going to win it?
Listen, I think it's no surprise that Penrith beat the Bulldogs. I think the Bulldogs went in that game underdone from, especially because of all the position changes, in my opinion. Like, if we look at that left edge, Jeff Rowe on the wing there, lack of experience. I think he's played less than 10 NRL games. Big game against Penrith Panthers, who are bloody battle-hardened and the most experienced side in the competition when it comes to the end of the season. Yeah. And then you've got Birdo playing at left centre. So the chemistry between those two obviously would be lacking. Then you've got Sexton at 7. He hasn't played, I think he's missed half the season. Hasn't played for quite a while. So that whole left edge, zero experience, lack of chemistry.
And experience is just, it's so important, particularly in big games.
Yeah.
Like we saw that with our side too. Like I don't know what the stat was, but you know, we'd be lucky if we got one or two games with our sort of our starting spine. Yeah. And so 100%. It's just a flow-on effect from there. And, you know, even little intimate relationships over the field, like a center and winger or a back rower and center, like it all plays a role. And in big games like that, you just want to know that the muscle memory's there. And so I think that's why Penrith are so dangerous, particularly at this end of the season, because they've done it before. They've got the combinations there and the muscle memory's there. It's just they just go out and perform. And so,
is there a team that you like admire or respect the way they go about their business?
Penrith for sure. Yeah.
What makes them good in your eyes?
Oh, they're obviously a team of very talented players, but you wouldn't say that they're a team of freakishly talented players. Maybe one or two guys out there, but yeah, they're workers and they work hard for each other. And they've obviously got a good system in place there. They've developed their juniors. They've developed a game plan that is based on effort and it's hard to beat a team that turns up and just puts everything out there on the field. And they've been mixed in there with a bit of luck too. Haven't had like too many injuries. They've got a consistent team out there week in, week out, and they're just winners.
Would you rather be in a team that's so well connected as a group, opposed to a team that's so structurally sound and very tactical? What would you rather?
Well connected for sure.
100%.
Yeah.
In my eyes too.
But tactically sound obviously needs to be there as well. But like you'll win more games if you love who's beside you more than knowing a game plan.
I agree.
So yeah.
Because that's what makes Wayne so great, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, he's not the most technical coach. Yeah. He's more the simple footy is best footy, right?
Yeah.
And he still lives by that, I'm assuming, right?
Yeah, he does. That's the whole premise of his coaching philosophy is the more connected you are, the more you love your mate beside you, the more that you're ready to go out and do anything for them, the better you'll go. So, yeah, that's how he's always been. And the best teams that I've been a part of, that's how it has been. So,
I was lucky enough to be with him for 1 year when it came to Souths. You've been there for quite a while now. What makes him such a great coach in your experience?
Yeah, I think a bit of what I just said there. He trusts you too.
That's important.
Yeah. Well, you have to earn the trust first, and you probably have to earn his trust for a longer period than you do other coaches. But once you've earned it, you've got it until you don't, kind of thing.
Yeah, that's true.
And it's been a funny contrast for me because last time the 3 years that he was here last time, I felt like I was always trying to earn that trust, and I really didn't feel like we bonded, I guess, our relationship until the second half of the last year he was there in 2021. I felt like he really trusted me. He called me up into the leadership group, and he really put that trust in me. And so when he was here last, I was always just trying to earn his trust, and that was a big motivator for me. But then the back end of 2021, and now he trusts me, and so I'm trying to hold that trust. That's a big motivator for me. I don't want to let him down. And so it's been a bit of a transition for me. Still, like, an incredible reason for motivation for me. Like, it's either earning the trust or not losing it. And right now I'm in that category of not losing it. And so I want to turn up every day, and I want to prove him right, you know. He's never been this nice to me ever. I sit in the video rooms and he gives me a rap out of nowhere. I was sitting with a cast there last year and he gave me a rap, a good one too. And I was getting a bit embarrassed. I was like, all right, you can stop now.
I recall one moment as well. Man, what you're saying kind of resonates with me as well. When I was there in 21, I wasn't getting much from the video sessions from him. No raps, not even like anything on the footy field. Yeah. And I think it was after the game against Para when we flogged them, and that was like the first kind of time he ever rapped me. I was like, fuck the fuck. What is this?
Yeah,
this is nice.
Keep doing it.
Was 2021? So would you say 2021 was the moment you earned his trust?
I think so. Yeah, I reckon. And, you know, he might have a different answer, but to me, I didn't feel like I fully had earned it. Maybe not earned it, but maybe he didn't show it until he showed it towards me in 21.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We kind of brushed this question aside. All the injuries from this year, do you put it down to bad luck? Do you put it down to poor preparation? What do you put it down to? Is Heffron cursed?
Yeah. Trust me, I've spent way too much time thinking about it.
Yeah, man.
I don't know. I think there's a handful of reasons, and probably nothing that I feel overly comfortable sharing on a podcast. But you just, particularly in this day and age when the games are so hard, you really need to get the balance right, and you need a lot of luck too. And sometimes you're on the bad side of luck, which unfortunately I think we were this year. But you really need to get the balance right, and so I think maybe we probably over the last couple of years haven't got the balance right, haven't really adapted to the intensity that the game's gone to over the last couple of years, and so there's definitely a bit of a wake-up call for me and probably some others there at Heffron. And so all you can do is hope that we've all learned our lesson, and we're putting things in place now, preparing for next year that's going to get our best side on the field and give ourselves every chance.
Oh, I back it. I feel like there's going to be a massive bounce back. Like, obviously the injury toll. The biggest positive out of this year was the effort from the boys. Like, there was not one game in my eyes I thought they threw in the towel ever.
There was against the Dolphins. I wasn't real happy with moments, but other than that, I agree. I don't think that
like they're trying.
There's great signs, yeah, and that's why I was saying before. It's so easy to watch because as easy as it could be anyway, because they're just putting in every day, and so it's hard to get teams to that point. I think once if you're all binding in and ready to just work, then good things happen. Yeah. When you're competing on everything, and so if we've got a good base there, then you know the tactical side of things and the game plan will just flow on from that. But 100%. You all really need to be invested and compete on everything, which is a positive sign from this year.
When did question for you personally? When did you realise footy? When did you realise you could make a career out of footy?
A career? Oh.
Obviously, it starts off as a dream as a kid, right? Yeah. But when was the moment where it was like, oh, this could be my life. I could be living this dream week in, week out.
I don't know. I just think I've always had it in the back of my mind that like I was gonna make it, kind of thing. Like not in an arrogant way, but I don't know. I never had doubts as a kid. I don't know.
Where'd that confidence come from?
I don't know. Honestly, I think it was just like a young, naive confidence, you know? You just go out there and do what you love, and good things happen. And so that's what I was doing up until a bit more of a thinker now in my older age. But when I was young, I was naive. I didn't ask too many questions. I didn't think too much about it. If I loved doing something, then I was going to do it. And if someone wanted to pay me for it, then that's a bonus for me. But I don't know. What about you? Were you
similar?
Yeah.
Bit naive, bit stubborn as well.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't have the luxury to make too many rep sides growing up. Probably wasn't talented enough. Like, the one thing I wanted to kind of, I wanted to outwork everyone. That was my thing. I loved training, and I just got to a certain age where I just caught up to everyone that had more talent than me, if that makes sense. I was a Doggies junior, and Harry Mats didn't get picked. I got brutally cut from SG Ball. I remember I got a call up. I attended training. I went in Belmore Oval car park, and I saw the two coaches walking there coincidentally. Yeah. And I reached out to them, like, hey, coach, I'm here. Like, where do I go to, like, where's the sheds? Yeah. And then they looked at each other like weirdly. I'll never forget it, man. And they're like, mate, we're so sorry, but we forgot to tell you that you didn't make the squad.
Oh my God.
As a 17-year-old,
that would be hard.
Mate, it was crushing.
Yeah.
It shattered my life. I remember, and my mum was waiting in the car park for me. And I remember just walking back. I just bawled out, crying, man. I was so rattled because I kind of regret this as well as a kid. Like, I didn't really put too much effort and time into my academics as I should have. Like, footy was the only thing for me, but again, naive to think that I was actually going to make a career out of it, because it could have went south real quick. Yeah. Like, what are the chances of making the NRL? Like, what was it, 0.3%? Like, it's not even a percent. So, yeah, I think proving people wrong and just believing in myself so much that I wanted to kind of create this life for myself. It was kind of my way out of, like, I lived with a single mom. I was the oldest out of three. I had two younger sisters. A bit of an age gap between us as well. So I kind of had, like, the brother and the father figure that I had to juggle in the household. Yeah. So I had to be the protector. I had to kind of be the provider. And I guess I just had this dream where I thought footy was going to kind of create my new reality and get me out of that life that I had at the time.
That's awesome, man. I feel like, probably a bit different for me, and I think I probably haven't learned those lessons till later in life now, but you, like, probably looking back now, I don't want to put words in your mouth, but you're probably, like, blessed and glad that you went through those hard times, because you learn so much from them, and it turns you into somebody with a lot of motivation to go out and achieve what you want to achieve, because I guess there's no backup really. You got to do it. So that's pretty. It
felt like I got a lot of resilience out of it. Yeah. Obviously, having the Rugby League Academy now, I've got a lot of kids that are going through trials at the moment, and some obviously didn't make it. It's Harry Mats, and for me, like, I try to tell them, like, it's not the worst thing in the world. Like, you've got two decisions from this. It's either you throw in the towel now, you give up, or you get better from it. And I know for a fact they're going to be more resilient and they're going to work harder. And I'm trying to tell them, like, do you know, how many kids do you know? You played Harry Mats. How many people do you know from Harry Mats actually went on to play and have a great NRL career?
Yeah, not many. There's
exactly.
Yeah, there's like one. There's two.
Obviously, Keaon.
Yeah, Keaon.
That was my next thing that I was leading to.
Yeah, and then I played with Remus Smith in a year up. Yeah, and Sifa Talakai. Yeah, but I came through it. Like, that's probably more than the statistics tell you. I came up through a pretty talented group, but there's not many.
Yeah, there's my point right there. You said, like, talking about making what's that?
So eucalyptus drops.
Eucalyptus drops?
Yeah, do you want one?
I would love one. Because my throat is getting dry. Why does your throat get dry?
Wait, I don't speak much at all. So if I speak a lot, like I am now, I get like a tickly throat, and you don't want to see it. I need to keep the vocal cords lubricated.
This is a bit of what did you say before the podcast?
ASMR.
That shit creeps me out, man. Creeps me out.
Yeah, it's a bit weird, that stuff. You like
Are they sugar free though?
I don't know. I'm
Hopefully.
not sure. Maybe
I'm gonna challenge.
Up to your standard.
I'm doing a challenge at the moment. I'm so dialed in. We'll talk about that later. When you were playing with Keaon, like, did you ever, like, kind of talk about playing in the NRL together one day?
No, not at all.
Not at all? Really?
Yeah, I don't know. Well, he's probably in the same category as me. Like, Keaon's different to me, but, you know, we've all got that naive confidence when you're young. You just do footy because you obviously love it. And you'd play for free, like, when you're a kid. But most people, particularly at the, the Harold Masson SG Ball stage, you're playing because you want to make it. So
True.
we never talked about it, no.
Were you always a lock?
Yeah. Since I started, like, the 13-a-side, yeah.
And what did you enjoy about playing lock, and what made you find that role?
I think just the busyness of it. Like, you're always involved. I loved tackling when I was a kid, and so in the middle of the field, you don't have to go looking for work. The work comes to you. So I think I love that bit about it. That was probably the main thing. Yeah, when you're younger too. Yeah, you want to be involved as much as possible, and that was the position.
You played Union as well, right? What was your position?
I played inside centre.
So you got to forgive me because I got no idea what positions. What's inside centre? What's the role of an inside centre?
Oh, I think it's different for different game plans, but for me and what I played, it was more just like a crash ball centre kind of thing. Not crash ball. Like, I wasn't massive, so I wasn't going in and try to charge over people. More try to use my skill a bit as well. But yeah, you kind of like you're close enough to the ruck to get your bury your face in a few rucks and mauls, but out wide enough to be able to use your agility and your speed and your skill as well. So I love playing Union. In
your opinion, why do NRL players flourish so much in the 15-man game?
Well, I think the NRL, like, there's a lot of common sort of there's a common skill set across most of the positions in the NRL, and particularly like the back row centers and then some of the outside backs translates really well to like a 12 or 13 in Union, because you don't really need to have grown up with the game as much to understand the specialties of a line out or a scrum.
Yeah.
But your athleticism and sometimes the freedom that playing in the backs in Union gives you allows you to sort of express like your natural skill set. And so I think, I think a lot of NRL players could do really well playing rugby, but I think most of them could only play only a handful of positions.
Okay.
Yeah.
So why league, not Union? You went to Newington, right?
Yeah, I went to Newington.
Was there a crossroads? Was there a moment where you had to pick one?
Yeah, there was. At the end of year 12, I got offered a contract with the Waratahs and South. And so I was faced with a bit of a decision there. But for me, I started playing league before I started Union.
Yeah.
Even when I started Union, I loved it, but I always considered myself a leaguey. I was always a leaguey. I always enjoyed it a little bit more, not much more, particularly schoolboy footy at Newington. It was unbelievable. I miss it so much, but I was always a leaguey. I always enjoyed it a little bit more. And so when it came time to make the decision, it was a pretty easy one for me. Like, as grateful as I was to the Waratahs and Rugby Australia for the opportunity, I always said if I got the opportunity to play NRL first, and I would do that. And I wanted to make it in the NRL. I wanted to play for South Sydney. I wanted to win grand finals. And so, it was a pretty easy decision for me.
Bit of a tough question. Could you ever switch codes?
Yeah, I could, yeah. Yeah.
Why would you switch codes? What are you chasing?
I don't know yet. I'm not sure. Well, I miss schoolboy rugby a little bit, but I think it's arrogant to think that it's going to be as fun, and schoolboy rugby wasn't easy, but I was playing both at the same time back then. I haven't played Union in 10 years, so whether I make it or not, I'm not sure, but later on I definitely would. I've still got a lot I want to achieve in the NRL, I'm still chasing a grand final. So yeah, that's definitely on the list, and I definitely want to, I definitely want to achieve that before even thinking about what's next. But I do think that actually one of the big motivators for me is travel. I think I was pretty young when I got into the NRL, and me and my partner probably had to sacrifice, and for good reason, and we would do the same thing again, sacrifice a lot of the traveling, the gap years and all the stuff that our friends went on when they were young, and the partying and all that type of thing.
I'm with you.
And like, I would do it again. I would do it again in a heartbeat, like what I did. And those sacrifices were part of who I was. But I see an opportunity to be able to make up some of that travel and seeing the other side of the world, while also playing rugby union if it suits. And so I think it's a way to pay back my partner and my kids for all the sacrifices that they've made for me up until this point, and to, not that life isn't enjoyable for them, they love it, you know, as much as we all do, but I think it would be pretty interesting and a pretty good time for them if we were able to do that. So yeah,
You know, it's pretty
potentially, yeah, later on. Yeah, I'm not sure.
You know, it's pretty interesting for me, what I can see right now.
What?
If you had the luxury to travel, I can see you on Mykonos on one of those tables. You'll be shirt off, shorts off, just in your budgies, colourful budgies, and those
reckon?
beautiful loafers, and just partying up and down.
They're very European looking, aren't they?
You've got the best rig in the game
mate.
by far.
Mate, you haven't seen me for a couple of years, mate. I'm on
You know-
the
you know-
decline.
No, don't do this. I know.
Also
you're-
sitting across from the goddess, sorry.
Goddess!
The god.
The Adonis.
The god that Sauce is. Mate, you should have seen this bloke in training after some bicep curls.
You're a liar.
Yeah. He had his own ab workout too.
No.
And the last 5 minutes was always shirtless as well.
But I think it was maybe 21, 22. Like the shit that used to go down in that gym at Redford.
It's crazy, eh?
I don't want to repeat half the shit that happened.
Mate,
Maybe I can repeat.
I was there this morning, and I got like an influx of like nostalgia. I was like, wow, I haven't been there in 3 years.
Didn't it get flooded?
It got flooded. They redone it. We obviously had Heffron, and so we've been there, you know, for the last couple of years. But yeah,
Next time you go to train at
coming?
Redfern, I'm coming.
all right, sounds good. I'll hit you up.
Yeah, but we've got to do it nude. Like there's no clothes. No.
Obviously,
How's your AC? That's like you've got a pretty hectic party trick there.
it's all right. It's actually not bad at all. Yeah, it's fine.
There's no pain, right? Because like I damaged mine as well, but yours is the OG of AC joints. Like it is out there.
Yeah.
How'd you do it? Do you remember?
So I got.
Can you show us? Can you show us for
I
the
don't know
camera?
if it'll be able. Can you see it?
Oh dear God!
Can you see that?
Can you see that? Can you see it? Just go right down the barrel. Look at that.
Hurry up.
That's
that right?
that is crazy.
No, so I just it was when I was running the ball. I was like a step with my right foot and then get hit. There,
Same thing happened
and
to
it just
me.
Pops it up.
Yes.
Yeah. So I was like, I did at the end of the year, so I didn't have to play too many games with it. So and after I did it, I've always worn a pad on it because I always wanted to protect it. Because a lot of people tell me that sometimes the end gets really numb and you have to shave it off if you don't.
Oh really?
Protect it. So yeah, I've just worn a pad on it ever since, and it hasn't really given me any drama. So
I did mine round 1 against Para. Torture.
round 1.
First half in the sheds.
Yeah.
Injection.
It's a long year doing
Oh
that, isn't
mate, it was my worst year of my career. Let me tell you.
yeah.
I remember I missed a week. Grade 3, by the way. Missed a week. Played on after that, and I just wasn't the same, man. I would inject it before the game. It'd start wearing off around the 25 to 30 minute mark. I was in excruciating pain.
Must have been a bad one then.
Mate, and not only that, because I was on the left side, I'm taking a carry out of that corner, so I'm always getting hit on it.
Yeah.
Oh, it was torture.
Yeah,
But,
they're not fun. They're not fun.
Nah. Was there a moment or a person that convinced you to play league, or was that solely your decision?
It was my decision. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've always wanted to do it. You know, I've got like I had mentors and figures in my life that I always wanted to sort of emulate, and you know, my dad played for South, and the South games have always been on in my household for as long as I can remember. You know, he's a diehard, and so I wanted to follow in his footsteps a little bit there. And then growing up as a South supporter, I saw players that I was like, it'd be pretty cool to play with them, you know. And so I always wanted to be like Sam. Sutto's been a staple of that club forever. And I don't know, I felt like before I even got there, I was like a passionate South Sydney man, and so I just felt natural to me, and I've been lucky, and I'm very grateful that, you know, I'm still in the red and green. So really is a dream come true for me.
Speaking of mentors, speaking of spiritual leaders of the club, Arthur Hennessy, Clive Churchill, Jack Rayner, John Sattler, Mario Finnick, John Sutton, Sam Burgess, Greg Inglis, Adam Reynolds, Cameron Murray.
I don't think I'm there yet, if I'm honest.
But it's a pretty illustrious group. Like if you ask me, all leaders of the club.
Yeah.
Like, did you ever believe you'd be the captain of one of the greatest clubs in the game?
No, the captaincy was never a goal of mine. It was never at the top of the goal list every year. To me, I just wanted to be the best teammate and the best player I could be. And if that meant, if it meant for the group that me being captain was the best decision moving forward, then of course I'm happy to step into that role. And it's given me a lot of highs and lows, a lot of challenges already, and definitely developed me into a better leader and man already. So very grateful for that role, but it was never sort of up there on the list.
2022 was your first year as captain,
Yeah.
club captain. Take us back to that moment when you got asked to lead the club.
Yeah, so JD put me in the office, and I wasn't expecting it. It was the off season. It probably would have been around about this time, you know, couple weeks after the last game. And he just put me in. He said, "Mate, I just wanted to make sure that you're happy to be the leader of this club before I announce it." And it caught me off guard, and
Wow.
I was because there was a lot of talk about who was going to be captain after Renault left, and you had the staples of that leadership group. You had Trell, Cookie, Cody, and so they were probably the leading candidates, and I would have been happy for either of them to get it. You know, I followed any of them into a game, and for them to be my leader. But I was lucky enough that JD asked me, and obviously was never going to say no. And that was that. And from then on in, that's had the C next to my name, and so I'm still sort of evolving, I think, as a leader and a captain, and still learning a lot. And I don't think, there's been moments there where I look back and I probably haven't been the best leader, and so lots of lessons learned, particularly over the last couple of years.
That was my next question. What's the biggest lesson you've learned as a leader?
Well, you have to be invested in everything, really. And so I think for me, I didn't really have to change too much, because I just think that I've always maintained the sort of saying that the best way you lead is through your actions. I feel like I've always done that, and
Without a doubt.
always been a man of few words and just let my actions do the talking. But there are times where you have to speak up, and there are times you have to have uncomfortable conversations as well. And alluding to what I said before, like, you know, there's probably been times where I've needed to have conversations that I haven't, because it's not natural for me to go and call somebody out. And so, doing stuff like that's probably been my biggest work on, and my biggest involvement as a leader is doing the things that make me a little bit uncomfortable as a leader, but the stuff that you have to do. And I'm not perfect at it. I still got a lot of work to do, but it's definitely the most uncomfortable and thing that I don't like most about the role.
Really?
Everything else is fine. I'm happy to take the pressure of being the captain. I'm happy to turn up and, you know, be the person that is like, you know, works the hardest, or says a pre-game or a halftime speech, or does what, you know, normal captains do. But the uncomfortable stuff and having those conversations still isn't overly natural to me, because I'm a bit of a people pleaser, like, deep down, and I don't love conflict. But like I said, you have to have them sometimes.
But I don't think that's the worst thing in the world, because the way your approach is something that I actually gravitate to. Like, I don't gravitate to the leader that sprays you trying to get the best out of you.
Yeah.
That actually works. That's the opposite effect on me personally.
Yeah.
The way you approach someone that needs to pick up their game, or you need a better in some part of their game. Yeah. I actually enjoy that, and I respect that, because I don't feel like you come across malicious.
Yeah.
Was there a moment where you found, like, what was the hardest moment or conversation you ever had with someone? that you can you talk if you can talk about if
trying
it's a
to think
private
of
if
it.
it's a private if it's private it's private.
Yeah, most of them are pretty private, you know, and intimate conversations with individuals, and so I probably am not going to call them out here,
course.
but it can be as simple as just calling out like someone being lazy. You know, I don't want to do that, but you got to do that as a captain, and you can only lead by your actions so much. But if somebody's not following them, then you got to call it out, and so it's just hard ones for me. And I think the best leaders are always the most liked ones, and so I find it hard to get the balance right between being this leader and the figure that people like, that people want to play for, that people want to die for on the field, but also being this this hard-ass leader that calls things out and has the uncomfortable conversations, and it's all part of it.
It's a balance being as for a leader to be liked and respected.
Yeah, it is a balance, and what you said before actually was that's another challenge. Like what works for you might not work for Cody Walker. Might not work for Sam Burgess. You know, because I know Sam used to love getting sprayed.
Yeah,
he used to love getting sprayed and getting called, you know, lazy and telling him that he's weak and all this stuff. Like he used to love that. He used to want people to call him out.
Did you ever call him out?
No, but never. I did once actually. He went through this stage where he just loved kicking the ball, and I was never Sam's captain, and so that was another hard thing. He was the captain, but he still wanted to get called out and sprayed, and I think that just sort of speaks to the type of leader he was. Everyone was an equal playing field when he was captain.
Wow.
But he tried to kick the ball once, and I was like, and he dropped. He missed it. It was against against the Dragons, yeah. And I was like, Sam, don't kick the ball. And he's like, and he come up to me, and then after I said that, I was like, oh shit, should I have said that? And he come to me and goes, Cam, I'm sorry, I won't do it again. I was like, all right, move on.
I had a similar experience my first preseason, 2011 with Souths.
Yeah.
And we we're doing this like con drill, and we we're using the sleds. Yeah. And I was in the group with Dave Taylor and Sutto, and like we're kind of thereabouts leading it was like a bit of a relay, and I might have come across like a sprayed Sutto, but like I was more kind of trying to rev him up.
Yeah.
And then he goes, he came up to me after. He goes, if you weren't killing it during that thing, I would have absolutely sprayed you. Yeah. But I'll let it slip this time or something like that. I was like, sorry, sorry.
Like, Sutto's the same too. He's a great leader, Sutto, and he was the best spray. He got one of the best sprays I've ever heard for his own teammates. If you weren't pulling your weight, he spray you, you know. And there's a few times in my first preseason where he sprayed you, but I think he was reasonable too, that he could cop it as well. And so, yeah, I've learned a lot of lessons from a lot of great leaders, and you know those two are probably up there.
What's the greatest spray you've heard on a footy field? That comes to memory. Take your time.
I don't know. I'm out there with Cody every week, so
you're gonna say him.
There's one every week from Cody. Man. I don't know. What's the best you've heard?
Oh man. The best I've heard, I actually can't repeat on here. Oh man, this was actually pretty slack. I remember we were playing the Dragons, and someone said to Matt Duffy that, like pretty much spraying him, F this, F that about him, and then saying at the end of it, like, your teammates don't even fucking like you. Oh. And it got in his head that hard that, because I know this because one of his teammates told me, the one who I was close with, and he asked them in the huddle, like while we were taking the conversion, like, did you actually say that to him? And I was like, oh, it's slack. But
it is very slack.
Yeah, there's been some.
But it worked, I guess.
But like, I don't like the sprays back then. I don't think players do it now because of. I don't know, just different times.
Everything's like overly policed, isn't it?
Yeah, it's everything's politically correct these days. Yeah. But anyway,
who else? I can't remember if I was on the field or I was sitting on the bench, but we were playing the Tigers once, and Sam. When would it have been 18 maybe, or maybe even 19. Was
that when you talking about Robbie?
Yeah.
Oh, I knew it. Were they team? But this was threw me off. They were teammates.
They were the year before, yeah, I think so, yeah.
But there was no tension before that, was there?
I don't think so. I don't know. I was a kid. I didn't buy into any of it, but Robbie got a short ball of someone. He's running a hole, and Sam come over and hit him on the shoulder. And I think Robbie laid down, and Sam goes, "Get up, you weak cunt! Get up!" He was like over on his face, and everyone was like, "Oh,
You
But-
cut!
yeah,
You cut!
Yeah, you cat. Yeah, that's it.
You cut!
You cat."
That's a
And,
scary man.
Yeah, I was just happy that he was on my team. That's all I could say with that. But yeah, there's been some good ones over the days.
Well, I want to talk about playing the lock position, the 13 role. What's the difference between a good lock to a great lock in your eyes?
Well, obviously, a good lock is one that works hard, is a consistent performer, and one that you can trust. A great lock has all those attributes, but has, I guess, you could say the talent, the heart maybe, and the connections with his team around him to really make a difference. And so, I don't know, I guess I look at like probably the best lock in the comp right now, Isaiah Yeo, and he's got all that. He's got the ball playing, he's got the running game, he's got the calculated sort of decision making, and he's got the respect as a leader, and then he's got all the effort like under that as well. And so, yeah, I would say probably he embodies probably what a great lock is.
You know, him playing lock was by chance. Believe it or not.
Yeah, was he centre back rower?
Centre back rower.
Yeah.
2019, obviously we had a poor year that year, wasn't the best. And round one comes around for 2020 and he wasn't in the team. I think he might have been 18th man for that game. And that was the first time since his debut, it was the first game that he hasn't played in. And I think, Fish was starting lock against in round one.
Yeah.
By chance, bad luck actually, Fish tore his pec on the bench during the week, then up to the game. So Yowie got rushed into the starting side, playing 13.
Yeah.
Never looked back.
Crazy, yeah.
That was his breakout.
Yeah.
Like it was just unbelievable. Like I don't think anyone, I don't even think Yowie expected to have this meteoric rise playing that lock position.
Yeah.
Because I still feel like he was still trying to figure out what was his role, what was his position on the field, and now he's like regarded one of the best locks, like you said.
Well, yeah, and that was a year that you guys went on and won how many in a row?
Yeah, that was
and then up to the grand final. Yeah, crazy year.
back to back.
Sorry.
I didn't want to have to talk about that. You know what? As a captain as well, I think you kind of touched on it, but I want to dive a bit deeper. Like, how hard is it to actually stay true to yourself, be the same person, but also have to, be a captain? Do you find that hard?
Well, I find it hard to tell people what to do if I'm not doing it. Like, I feel like you definitely have to live it. That's one of the things. And so that keeps you accountable in everything that you're doing, like in and away from training.
Have you felt the pressure to change?
I've felt pressure to do the things that don't come natural to me, or what we were talking about before. I've felt the pressure there, and nobody's really said it to me like directly, but I have felt a bit of the pressure too, because there's been situations where I've had to sort of do the things that I don't want to do and have those uncomfortable conversations. But no, I haven't felt the pressure to change. And I think that's just maybe my stubbornness, but also maybe that quiet arrogance or confidence that for me to be the best leader is just for me to be the best player and the best version of myself, and I'll be able to be the best leader, And so simple always works in my mind, and that's as simple as I can keep it. And I think it works. So, and Wayne's, Wayne is a big sort of believer in that as well, and just trying not to live life in a contradictory way, doing what you say you're going to do, earning that trust, and always challenging yourself to be true to yourself. And he says the only opinion that you need to care about is your own. And it resonates a lot with me, because if you're true to yourself, if you're as honest, as rawly honest with yourself as you can be, then you will be a good leader because you're really living who you are. And so it's much easier said than done, but it's also very simple. So yeah, I haven't felt, like I said, I felt a little bit of pressure to improve in areas that I'm not great at, but the core of me, I know I've never felt pressure to change.
I love that.
Oh, thanks, mate.
Oh, this chat is just arousing. And what's more arousing, I got you a little gift.
Oh, yeah?
Now,
What's that?
I got you this NRL Retro Tee from our good friends Bess and Les that I would like to gift to you.
Thanks, mate.
Have a look at that,
Look
mate.
at that.
Get that into you.
Amazing.
Listen, I know you like them tight.
Yeah,
And
medium. I just saw that.
yeah, show the camera. Look at that beautiful work of art right there. And I'm sure, actually, your old man will fit in that
Yeah, he
quite
would.
nicely.
Yeah.
How good.
He'll probably enjoy that too.
He would have
a bit like old retro sort of feel to it as well.
Well, that's what I was going to ask you because he would have obviously represented that retro logo. Do you remember watching your dad play at all?
Nah, I wasn't around when he was playing. I've seen some old footage of him though. Probably should put this closer. Yeah, I've seen some old footage of him. And I used to run around the backyard with his old jerseys and stuff on, which was pretty cool. But he only played 11 or 12 games, so there's not a lot of him going around. But yeah, I'm lucky. I've seen a bit of footage.
Still played NRL, brother.
I know.
Take the hanger off. Showcase that jersey for me, for the camera, if you may.
You want me to put it on or what?
Ooh, even better.
You reckon?
Yes.
Right.
Why not?
I'll just put it over.
Take the take the shirt. Nah, do whatever you like, my friend. I'll leave the floor to you. Take it off the shirt is just a bonus, but we might have to make a subscription account for that. How good. When you what's the first memory that comes to mind when you see that logo?
First memory. I don't know. It's just, the red and green's always been such a big part of my life. Like I don't remember it never not being a part of my life. I don't know. I remember going down to Lestrange Park in Mascot, running around as a kid, 3-4 years old, starting training, and that wasn't really centered around the colours, but it was centered around the start of my rugby league journey, and so yeah, they're my first rugby league memories. I don't know what the first. I think my dad took me down to Erskineville Oval once, and that's when Redfern was getting redone, I think. And so the first grade team was training down there, and they were training out of like a demountable block on the hill. And yeah, I remember these guys just looked so big and scary to me. I was only a little kid, but I was like any kid fan, all I wanted to do was just watch them and be around them. And so that's probably one of my earliest memories, I think. But yeah, that's always been a part of my life. I've been lucky.
Like the jersey and the colours, the logo, it carries so much history, right?
Yep.
What do you want to carve into that logo for your own journey and legacy?
Well, I obviously want to leave the 13 jumper or whatever jumper I'm wearing. I want to leave it better than where I found it. And so that just means
I love that.
It's a tough role because, Sam wore it before me, and, there's been some pretty incredible players at this, John Suttlers, all these players that have worn the jersey, but it's not, you rent the jersey and, it's not given, it's earned. And so you've got a responsibility while you're wearing it to be the best South Sydney player you can be, I think. And that's one of my big things. And that takes investment every day, I think, because the legacy I want to leave, I don't think that can be drawn out from a few games here and there. It needs to be consistent action, consistent effort and investment into the jersey. And so that's one of them. I obviously want to win a grand final. That's probably number one. And we've gone close a few years, but we haven't quite got there. And so that's another one. And I think my time as captaincy, as much as I don't like to sort of attach myself to that role, because I know even though being the captain is such an important part of a football club, I know that there's a lot of other factors that determine the success or the loss, but being captain is a big part of that. And so I can't help but feel the weight of the last couple of years' responsibility on my shoulders a little bit. I took over captain in 2022, and we made the prelim 2022, and that was the 5th prelim we'd made in a row. But since then, we haven't even gone close to a top 8, and where this great club deserves to be. And so I'd like the reputation of my time as captain at this place a little bit better than the record that I've got for myself at the moment. And so that's another one. And I guess the last one is probably my teammates. I just want my teammates to remember me as somebody that they just wanted to play with, I think. Somebody that they felt inspired by, somebody that they wanted to inspire as well, and somebody that made them feel comfortable to express themselves into like who they truly are on and off the field, I think. And so that's another one. My teammates are a big part of why I do what I do, and that's why I love the club too, because I know a lot of the other boys there share the same opinion about that. So that's kind of how I want to leave it.
You said the number 13 role. There were so many great names that have played in that jumper, in that role. Like you said, John Sattler, iconic moment when they won the grand final with a broken jaw. Sam Burgess won a grand final, cracked jaw, orbital.
Yep.
Do you feel the pressure having to emulate what those guys have done for the club?
No, not really. Like I said before, like I just know if I'm the best version of myself, then that'll suffice. And I know that I'll be able to, obviously willing all my teammates around me of playing their best footy, I know that we'll be able to reach success if we're all the best versions of ourselves. And if I try to be like Sam Burgess, I'm not going to be the best version of myself.
Yeah.
I'm going to be a worse version of myself, and I'm not even going to get close to being like Sam, Same as the John Sattler. I'm not going to be John Sattler, but I can be Cameron Murray. I can be me, and I'm always challenging myself to be a better version of myself and be a good role model for the people around me. And so, that's the way that I see it. I think that's the way that we're going to be successful, is if everybody is the best version of themselves and nobody is trying to compare themselves or emulate, to a drastic extent their own game off somebody else's, then we'll be okay. So there's a quiet confidence there at Heffron. We know that we've got the talent. We just need to get a base there. We need to get, bond through some hard work, a good preseason, and start playing some good footy again. So hopefully that's our fate next year.
Sorry, I'm just so distracted by you wearing that jersey, because we could have picked a better model to represent these beautiful retro logo tees from Best and Less. Before we get into Truth or Sauce, our friends at Best and Less have just dropped their new NRL Retro Logo Tees. They have every team in an 80s inspired look for all sizes, from toddlers right up to adults. Perfect gift for Christmas. Pre-sale is online only from September 23 to October 6 at Best and Less online. But stock is limited, so get in early. Here's the bonus buy during pre-sale, and you're in the draw to win a 2026 family season pass to your team. How good is that? And the prices are easy on the wallet. $30 for adults, $25 for youth, $20 for toddlers. Honestly, you can't go past these amazing logo retro tees. Check them out online at Best and Less and lock in yours early.
Ticking those sponsorship boxes good now, aren't we?
Only $30. If you want to get your dad one, you want to get your granddad one, your uncle, go for it. All in the stores right now.
It.
Anyway, now for the fun stuff.
Okay.
Truth or Sauce, the world famous Truth or Sauce, baby. Speaks for itself. Either answer the question truthfully, or you're going to have some man sauce. That's water. Shit. What's going on here? There we go. They're not hot Doritos, by the way. I looked after you there. But catch. Quick hands.
Wow. See? Look at that.
I knew you'd be impressed.
And he thinks I've got the best rig in the NRL.
So either answer the question or you have to have that. But hey, you can ask me.
How much do I have to? What's the
quantity of sauce? Just enough that covers the chip.
Okay.
Not the whole chip.
Okay.
Sorry, but a 5-cent coin, we'll go with the 5-cent coin.
Okay, right.
You can ask me questions as well, all right? You've got a backup selection in there, which I don't know about. I'm sure Pedro stitched me up there and Josu. But do you want me to go first?
Yeah, you go first.
All right, question 1. If your time at South was over, which rival NRL club would you like to sign for?
NRL club?
Yeah.
You said they weren't controversial.
Versal. Okay, I'll give you this question. If your time at South was over, which club would you like to sign for? Vague. Could be anyone.
Which club?
Would you like to sign for?
I don't know. I might as well just have the source, shouldn't I?
Got him.
It's going to happen anyway.
That remember I told you that was the question I know you weren't going to answer? Told you. Do you like chili, by the way? I asked this to everyone.
I don't love it, but...
See, 5 second
You
coin.
got clean hands too?
Yep. I was just fondling my balls before, but it's all right.
Oh, it smells hot.
Shit, there goes the lid. Who
Nah,
cares?
get it.
Oh, thanks for the assist. Do you want me to go back to back?
Straight in?
Straight in,
Yeah,
100%. You couldn't get any hotter, well, you just did.
Solid.
It's nice, huh?
It's solid.
Do you want to go? Do you want to go question?
Yeah, you go.
Okay. Question 2. You've got New Zealand background, Kiwi background.
Yeah.
Okay. Is there a chance you could make yourself eligible for New Zealand and see yourself playing for the Kiwis one day? Or the All Blacks?
No.
Why?
Because I'm as Aussie as they come. You know, I'm as much as I'm proud of that. My mum born there. She spent a lot of her life there. Like, I'm not as connected to that culture as I am the Australian culture. And
Yeah.
I'm just a proud Aussie, and I'm staunch anything Aussie. I love the place. I love wearing the green and gold. It's just me. So I couldn't go against that.
Oh, I love that answer. Oh, you were vice captain as well for the Aussies, weren't you? Was that?
Oh yeah, I think I was. Yeah, maybe.
you were. Oh, you
World
were,
Cup.
mate.
Yeah. That was a special moment.
How good's that?
What about you? You've got some heritage in you, don't you?
Oh, plenty.
All right.
I'm a salad. Mum's Portuguese.
Yeah.
She's from a tiny island called Madeira.
Yep.
Cristiano Ronaldo's from there. Just saying. The airport's named after him as well. His museum's there. Pretty much owns the whole island, but that's okay.
Wowza.
My dad is half Lebanese, half Cuban.
Cuban.
Yeah.
Wow.
So there was a lot of like, funny enough, I don't know the real reason for that, but there was a lot of migration between Cuba and Lebanon, I think in the 70s. And yeah, so my middle name's actually Jose. Oh my God, you laughed. You're unbelievable.
It's the way that you said it, bro.
I'm trying. Why? Well, how did I say it?
I don't know.
I'm trying to have a real conversation. See, this is what makes me paranoid. When I say what my middle name is, I get that reaction.
Yeah, sorry. I wasn't sorry. It's not like
Joking.
I accept it.
So yeah, Josh was after my grandfather who.
Just one middle name?
Yeah. So yeah, he's
And that's your Cuban side.
Spanish. That's why I say Jose
Spanish.
because in Portuguese it's José.
You speak Spanish?
Pouquecito. I speak more Portuguese.
Okay.
Hola, como
Similar,
está?
isn't it?
Very similar. So, hola, ¿cómo estás? Is Spanish. So Spanish like to use the sa with the S, but Portuguese almost sounds like a lisp. It's like como está.
Yeah. What
Very,
about your
very-
Lebanese side? Do you speak Arabic or?
I don't got the Arabic tongue, unfortunately. I
Okay.
don't. But like the good thing about having that many cultures, mate, the food, it's
amazing.
always something different. Like it's mad.
What's the?
I gravitate more towards my Lebanese side.
Yeah.
But I also embrace my mum's side as well.
What was that like representing Lebanon?
The first time I represented Lebanon was in 2009, and that was an eye-opening experience because I never experienced Lebanon until I was 19 years old. I never met my uncles and aunties, my whole life as a 19-year-old. So when I went there, I remember greeting them for the first time, and it's like I'd known them for my whole life. It was so weird. It's like we had this natural connection.
Yeah.
And
That's pretty cool.
I remember
Was it like emotional?
it was more for them.
Yeah.
Because my dad hasn't been back since he was 17 years old.
Okay.
So he's never seen his uncle and aunt, his brother and sister.
Oh my god.
Jeez, how long is that?
Yeah. That's
50
pretty-
years maybe?
Oh, that's
40,
crazy.
something 40 years. So when they saw me, my uncle said in Arabic that I looked like my dad.
Yeah.
Ooh, getting emotional.
Yeah.
And like we were just hugging, and like it was a pretty cool experience.
That's awesome.
So I remember going to my dad's village and just seeing how he grew up, and I had a big sense of gratitude because I think we don't realize us as Aussies, we don't realize how lucky we actually have it. And when I went there and saw how like the means he had to grow and what he grew up with. It was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed it. I didn't enjoy the Beirut belly. That
I didn't know
shit's
that
pretty
was a
severe.
thing.
But yeah, that was cool. And it was a completely different experience then because I was a kid. And then my last tour in the World Cup where thank you for absolutely like smoking us in the quarterfinal. That's a highlight of my memory. But no, like I was kind of a leader in that tour, and I understood what it was meant to be like as a Lebanese man, and the values like family, resilience, culture was so important, and yeah, they're very, very proud people.
Yeah.
So that was pretty cool.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. I would it'd be cool to play over in Lebanon, I reckon.
I played there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we played the first half against Italy.
Yeah.
And then the lights turned off. Yeah, it was actually quite an eye-opening experience. So we were playing in Tripoli Stadium, and Tripoli Stadium at the time was converted into an army barracks.
Okay.
So while we were playing in the middle of the pitch, the athletics track around it, you just see soldiers like running and doing like drills and stuff. It was fucking bizarre. But like, it's just so chaotic, yet so beautiful.
Yeah.
Like Lebanon, I can't explain it. Like you have to go there and experience
I've
it for
heard
yourself.
really good things about Lebanon.
We should go.
Yeah, we should.
And then we'll make a detour to Mykonos.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it.
You want to ask me anything else?
I don't know. I need some inspiration. One second.
I'm scared. If he's smirking, it must be bad.
Do you read the papers? Did you read the papers when you were...
Nah,
No?
not really. You know what?
What?
I never used to read too much into social media and like go in the comment section and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I started that, got into this very toxic habit.
Yeah, it's a bad cycle to get in, isn't it?
Very, very bad. Because I was already, bro, I reckon I was like borderline depressed in my last year at Souths, which no one probably knew about. And I don't know why, but I used to like read the comments, and like I wasn't going that good at the time. I was low in confidence, and I was just compounding it because I wasn't getting much love from the fans. Yeah. And it was just I was in such a rut, man. Like try to find like positivity, and I was just lacking that. I was just felt like I was wearing a mask half the time. Yeah. So freaking annoying.
It's a tough game sometimes. Like everyone always talks about like, you know, the good times, but you know, even for us, like the last 2 or 3 years, like mate, it's been hell in some moments.
You know what? That's what frustrates me about some fans. Like some fans like go hard on some players, absolutely drill them, drive them into the dirt. Yeah. But they look at them as players. They don't look at them actually as people and what that might do and how that might affect them. Yeah. And I don't like that. I really like. Obviously, I used to be a player myself, so I am protective of the players. But end of the day, no player goes out there to play their worst game. Yeah. Like everyone tries hard, prepares hard, week in, week out. And I feel like now with social media, now everyone's trying to make a name for themselves. And
yeah, I know. Well, it's the age of like, say whatever you want without any consequences, really, isn't it? And it's just the...
Can you imagine back in the day? Like if you were to say that in front of someone and be overcritical, you get fucking punched in the face.
But nobody would because of that. But
it's like freedom of speech shouldn't be given to a lot of people. Yeah. Like
it's
weird.
It just is what it is, unfortunately. Hopefully people start to understand a little bit more though. All right, back to the question that I'm going to ask you. Trying to find the most controversial one.
You really don't like that word.
I can't say that word. Controversial? Sure. All right. If you could name one teammate who never pulled their weight in training, who would it be?
Oh my God.
This is a big one. Do you have the option of saying no and doing the hot sauce?
Of course.
Okay.
Can you repeat the question?
If you could name one teammate who never pulled their weight in training, who would it be? Anywhere in your career.
Oh my God. Oh my God. That's a loaded question because I'm going to absolutely expose him right now. And I'm not that kind of guy.
I know. We were just talking about it.
Saying that, I don't know if I can't. Nah.
You can't?
I don't know if you remember. I don't know if you remember this. So my first year at South,
Yeah.
we're doing MAS.
Yeah.
Do you know where I'm going with this?
No.
Okay, you don't remember. So MAS is basically like a conditioning drill where you got to run a certain distance and you got to do like effort on effort. So say it was 65 or 70 meters or 75 meters, you got to get there in 15, right?
Yeah.
So it's 15 on, 15 off, right? We had like 8 or 10 of
reps,
them,
yeah.
8 reps.
Around that.
And I remember one of the players was on his, after the last rep, like he fell to the ground and like was like sucking in the big ones.
Yeah.
And I remember walking past him because I was tired as well and everyone else was tired.
Yeah.
And I thought, that's not the body language you should show.
Yeah.
And I walked past him. I go, get the fuck up, cunt. You're not dying. And probably not the best approach. And I remember Keaon coming up to me in the sheds and he goes, bro, what about what you said to so-and-so? And I was like, what did I say? I forgot all about it.
Yeah.
And he goes, bro, he's filthy. And I didn't know. And I'm like, oh, I don't want him to be filthy at me. Like that wasn't the outcome I was trying to search for.
Yep.
So I've gone up to him and I go, hey man, like, are you filthy at me? He's like, yeah, I didn't fucking appreciate you like spraying me in front of all the boys.
Yeah.
I'm like, you know what? You're right. I shouldn't have been as direct and obviously sprayed you the way I did. That wasn't the right thing to do. I apologize. But hear it from my point of view. You're like, if you're doing it, everyone's got a license to do it.
Yeah.
So I was just doing it to kind of get you to be better.
Yep.
But it wasn't the right way to go about it.
Yep.
Do you recall this moment?
I don't recall.
Okay. That's probably a good thing then.
So we're not naming names.
I can't.
Nah, all good, all good.
No, but I will, I'm happy to eat the chip.
Yeah, eat the chip.
I'm still happy to eat the chip. Get that up here. Well, you can ask me one more. I'll give you one more, or we can just move on because I took a lot of chili. Oh, far out.
Is that did you make that?
I got it made for me, yeah.
Oh, okay.
This goes against my diet and my
Yeah, I was
challenge.
just gonna say that. Sugar.
I'm filthy, man. I'm gonna go spew this out later. No, I'm not. I'm not.
I don't know what to ask. I'll just ask one of my own questions, I think.
Yes. He's got one.
Tell me why you're surviving over there.
Yeah.
Tell me what your biggest regret during your NRL career was, and
Easy.
what you would do differently.
My biggest regret throughout my NRL career would definitely be my last year at Souths.
Okay.
The way things panned out, the position I found myself in, like in and out of first grade, I probably didn't handle it the best, emotionally definitely, and I kind of used the situation I was in as an excuse to act and behave the way I did.
Yep.
I don't know if you really noticed it, but I'm sure you did because I was kind of like not asked, like I was just doing my own thing on the train. I wasn't having that, I wasn't bringing that intensity and that energy as I normally would. And yeah, I let the situation get the best of me, and it's probably one thing I regret because end of the day, I still could have turned up to training with a good attitude and bettered myself as a player and a person.
Yeah.
I could have probably helped the people around me a bit more. And there were things that I didn't agree with where, again, I used that as an excuse because, yeah, I was just probably in a rut. I regret my mindset at the time.
So what would you do differently?
I'd come with a good attitude.
Okay. So you don't regret coming to South?
No, definitely not.
Yeah.
Definitely not. I regret my last year there because how things panned out for me.
Yeah.
And I wasn't expecting that because I felt like I trained hard. I always had good attitude. But then when things weren't going my way, I kind of used it as an excuse to kind of just throw it all away and just go, you know what, fuck it. Like, it's just not worth it.
Yeah, sweet.
And, it's quite frustrating because, like, that was never me.
Yeah.
And I'm always a big believer, like, you shouldn't let your circumstances define you.
Yep.
Like, you should always kind of rise above it, good or bad.
Mm-hmm.
If you're in a good position, like, be grateful.
Yeah.
If you're in a bad position in your life, learn from it and still come with a good attitude. And I know it's hard to say, but You shouldn't use that as an excuse.
Yeah. Would you say like?
Your circumstances don't define you.
Yeah. 100%. I agree. Would you say that? Do you think if the events replayed in your first year in the NRL, you would act differently towards it? Like what I'm trying to get at is like sometimes when you get seasoned in the NRL and when you get a bit of reputation, I guess, and you get a bit of like credibility because of what you've already done in the game. That
Ego. Just say it. Say it for what it is. Yeah. I wouldn't say I had an ego in the sense that I was strutting around with like arrogance.
Yeah.
But I did have an ego in the sense that I've achieved so much in my career. Like, why am I being treated this way?
Yeah.
It's not right to be treated that way.
Yeah.
Again, that's letting my ego get the best of me, which I shouldn't. I should have been the bigger person and go, fuck that. Like, who gives a fuck what I've achieved? I'm here as a player, as me. Like, I've got no right to kind of act like this. End of the day. Right or wrong. So that's probably one of my biggest regrets.
Yeah, it's good. Sounds like you've learned a lot from it.
Did you notice anything?
I noticed you were definitely like off. I didn't know you personally enough to understand heaps, but I knew that you weren't happy with the circumstances and the situation for sure. But I still think you're a little bit hard on yourself about, like I still felt like you turned up and you gave it a crack every day, you know, and I saw you in the gym doing your stretches and your foam rolling, all your routines, like you're still doing that. And I think it's easy, like for me, when I've found myself in a bit of a rut, it's easy to lose your routine. And once you lose your routine, you lose everything.
Yeah,
like,
100%.
If you're like us, like very like scheduled kind of perfectionist kind of like people, and you need to get your routines right. Like once you lose your routine, you lose everything. I still feel like you had that, and I still feel like you held yourself with like a fair amount of like respect, and I still think you probably could have been maybe a little bit better, but I've seen way worse. If you know what I mean.
Well, I'll take that as a compliment. I respect that.
I still feel like you turned up and gave it a crack at training, and so I think as a teammate, that's all you can really ask for. And I think, and it's naive and arrogant to think that everybody's never going to go through a hard time. There's always things there's always things and people you need to manage at training, because nobody is always 100% on. But I think one of the great things about our sport is that you walk into training and nothing else matters anymore. You
block out the outside world.
Yeah, and you go out there and use training as an outlet. And I know it's easier said than done. Some things affect people more than others, but we're so lucky to do what we do.
100%.
So lucky. Like we got
it's a privilege.
Yeah, it is. And so if you really strip it back and, like you said, take the ego out of it and just enjoy what you've always enjoyed doing, like it'll all be fine, you know, and you'll probably get yourself back on track faster than you would if you were overthinking things as well. So I can definitely relate to what you said. Like I probably didn't go through exactly what you went through, but you know, during 23 when all the coaching saga and all that was going down, and end of 23 and all that type of thing started 24, like it was hard. It was so hard. And like I think with hindsight, you look back and you just say, well, you just turn up and do what you've always done. Keep working hard and good things will come. So
spot on.
Yeah.
Before we finish, 2026, what version of South Sydney will we get to watch?
I just think the version that never gives up. I've been a part of this team. It's going to be my 10th year next year.
Is it?
Yeah. 10th year? 17,
How old are you
18,
now?
19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 20, 10th year.
Well, how old are you now?
27.
Are you only 27?
How does that work?
Are you only... Wait.
2017, 2018, 2019, 2020, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. I was 18. I was 19.
Did you debut as an 18-year-old?
I was 19.
Were you?
Yeah.
How?
I'm 20. I'm turning 28 next year. I was 19 when I debuted.
Oh my God. Were you physically ready as a 19-year-old? So I know. Were you physically ready?
Oh, probably not. No. No, probably not. But, you know, sometimes you just get thrown in the deep end and you just figure it out.
What's your playing weight?
95.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is that light?
It's lightish, yeah. But, like, the game's
It is faster.
evolving towards the light.
Yeah, you're right.
Fellas,
You're right.
But, yeah, it's my 10th year. And so I hope that, I hope we go out there with no excuses, no regrets, and we can just get back to that hard-working, you know, that grinding sort of team that proves everyone wrong and be's exactly who we know we can be. And so, and restore some respect into the jersey and some grit and some hard work. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
I'm looking forward to it. I'm bloody excited, and I can't wait to see this redemption story come to life, brother.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for coming and spending your time with us on the show. I'm sure everyone watching in appreciates it, and enjoy that beautiful new jersey of yours.
Thank you. I will. Appreciate it, man. Thanks.
Love you, brother.
Love ya.
Oh, look at that. Did you feel that?
Yeah,